Hi, my name is Hamza and welcome back to Blues Junction. This is a city skyline series in which I build an American city from my imagination, but there are some realistic-ish inspirations, so it will look kind of like an American city, not an exact copy. So, this is episode 10 and we'll be building the airport. And the airport isn't a really big airport, and we started the build in the previous episode, which was mainly like setting up the runways, taxiways and the terminal, but in this episode we're doing like the detailing stuff, and this episode is mainly the reason why the area around the airport is basically like a slideshow. I might have to go back later on and like delete some props because they are kind of decreasing my performance, and they actually take up like 12 gigs of VRAM, which is kind of crazy. So anyway, the airport has one runway and 3 plane stands, which is not much for an airport, but also not as small. It is bigger than the airport in my city, I think, but I'm not sure. But I have like some weird issue with the airport where it's not like working properly and the planes do not spawn, or they are extremely rare. But I'll deal with that later, because right now the city is financially stable, so I can allow it. So first I built in this episode I first built the massive intersection or interchange. Yeah, this is a system interchange, not like a service. It's like both a system and a service interchange. I don't know how it works. It's just there is a connection to a highway. There is a connection to a freeway, the exit for the airport, and a connection to a freeway that goes into the city and ends in a toll gate, which charges $4 for passing through. So that's basically the tax for using cars and not using the tram. So yeah, right now I'm building the industrial area around the airport, as first there needs to be something to like shield the noise, so I also added some trees, and also the demand for industry was pretty extreme. Also, since I've talked about the airport being extremely demanding, even now, like the footage in my editing software is laggy, but that might just be because it's like 20 gigabytes the raw footage, and I sped it up like 1500%. But anyway, I built the area up, and since I did not have enough electricity, I built some substations around the area, and I also like enabled airplanes to spawn, like the non-vanilla ones, but for some reason they did not spawn, which is really weird. But then I just said, I'll deal with that later, and started like doing zoning everywhere to alleviate the extreme demand. But I might have to look at it later on. It may be like some of the mods conflicting, or the airport's patch. I mean, the airport's patch has added a ton of bugs, like you can't enable the local only stations, I think. So all stations are intercity unless you use a mod that disables it. Yeah, it's really weird. Also, the taxiways from the DLC were like extremely demanding and intensive, so I don't know if it was fixed yet. Yeah. There I was looking at a plane that took off. I added some prop airplanes to the airport, just parked planes, so there is just, you know, something there, so it's not completely empty. And I just started detailing here at this point. I increased the curve radius, I think, and then I also added some bus routes because there was like crazy amount of people just blocking the streets with cars. I also started preparing a line for a future commuter line, which we'll do in the next few episodes. And then I started detailing the actual airport. I added some of these taxiway signs and also started adding trees and bushes, which will probably be my undoing, which I don't know. I mean, it looks now like amazing, but it will slowly become more and more unplayable. So yeah, I'll have to deal with that. I also added some like tourist spots, like a academic library, and then went finally onto the real detailing by adding millions of trees. Well, not millions, hundreds. I put those like trees on the side of the road so it doesn't look as like, so there is like blocked view lines, so you know, and also as a protection so people don't fall off the road. I also added tons of bushes that tank my performance and a station shelter. Yeah, I should probably go and remove some of those bushes. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give this video a like and subscribe, as that's the best way to let me know that you like this video. So yeah, I'll see you later. Slava Ukraini.